Okay, so I know that things got posted and everyone is just wondering what on earth happened.
I'm sorry.
I know. Anyway, we dropped Anquinette off and it was a good drop off, and I got sad, but I did not cry.
I will be sleeping in her bed tonight.
Yeah, she misses her. She misses her. But we went all the way back to the van, and we got in the van, and I put the keys in the van, and the van just didn't start. Like, it was done. It didn't start, and I just laughed, and I just thought one more thing.
I should have not laughed.
Yeah, I had to laugh. But Robbie had a friend, Kenny, who was going to school there, and so he called Kenny right up and
Literally saved the day.
he came and saved the day, and he had his little portable charger, and he got the battery running, and
Brought us to the gas station.
yeah, and so I said, well, I got to get gas, so I was gonna have to turn the car off. Can you follow me? Because in case it dies again. So we followed him to the gas station, and I turned the car off, and I filled up, and then I filled his tank up because he went out of his way to help us, and of course my van stopped, and so he got us running again. And I thought, okay, I'm going to just start driving towards Huntsville, home. And we drove and we drove and we drove, and then all of a sudden, like, the van just just turned off as I was driving, and then it turned back on. It was the weirdest thing.
And then at one point it went.
Yeah. And then we're driving a little bit more, so we called Dan. Of course, Dan is in California. He flew to California today. So, so we're driving a little bit more, and it did it again as we were talking to Dan. It did it again. It just turned off and then came back on. And I just thought, this is just so weird. So we turned off the air and the radio. We turned everything off except for running the car. And we're driving and we're driving and we're driving. And then it just turned off, and it went, yeah, it jerked, it turned off, it jerked. And Robbie's like, oh, nope. And I'm like, we got to stop. And
thank goodness there was an O'Reilly right there.
I swear God is there. Like, God was, he handled this. He had it, because right there was an O'Reilly, and then right next to O'Reilly was an Advance Auto. I mean, like, right there. And so I pulled into the Vance, the O'Reilly, and I thought, Sunday evening they were open, and this wonderful gentleman came out, and he checked the battery, and the battery was just, it was fluctuating crazy. He had never seen that. He didn't know what was going on, and so we just decided it was time to change the battery. So we changed the battery. He was wonderful through the whole thing, very helpful, very, and we had Mason with us, and Mason and Robbie, kind of was helping with everything. And
we went to go get snacks.
Yeah, and there just happened to be a Dollar General, just like right next door, and so I sent the other older kids next door to go get some drinks and snacks, because we didn't really get dinner, and it was really hot. It was really hot.
But everything turned out well,
Yeah.
and we are good, and we are back home. Thank
Yep.
the Lord.
So, but it's kind of late. I have to get some pants for my teenager. She starts her school tomorrow, and it's kind of a little bit professional, so she needs to look all good. And Sierra needs some jeans without holes. So non-holy jean for teaching. And I'm waiting to get my twins, because that got a little delayed because I didn't get back in time. So thank goodness
at least they
that.
get some extra time with
Yeah.
their
So we're just kind of all delayed in everything we're doing, but no one's hurt or anything, And Anquinette is doing amazing. She made friends. I know. We've called her a couple times, and
that poor girl's probably stressed out.
yeah. So we were like, the van doesn't want to leave you. So we were all good, and Dan is in California now, and he is all good there, and God is good, and we are fine. So I've had like this much sleep though, but I am on living on adrenaline right now, because I was so afraid I was going to fall asleep on the way home, but no adrenaline. So we're going to finish getting ready for this week, and it's going to be a busy week. Darian gets his hearing aid this week, so that's kind of exciting, and he won't walk around going, what'd you say? What'd you say? So can't wait to see how that may help him excited to see that. Anyway, y'all have a nice week.
Bye, we